What's going on, everybody? It's your buddy, it's your pal Spaz, Phoenix, the YWC Reality Check, and I want to have another little chat with you guys. I want to have a chat about a fun little topic in the YWC as it is becoming more and more every day. Fan chants at wrestling shows. Now, it's funny in the YWC because we always bitch about when WWE or any other company, TNA, ROH, whoever, if they do it too, I don't know, censoring the fans, you know, piping in fake chants or bleeping out our chants, you know, don't bring this sign, don't wear this t-shirt, etc. But then when the fans go to the arenas, to these shows to express their feeling, get their opinion out there, don't we then turn on each other for chanting the wrong things? It's interesting because at the end of the day, we're just a bunch of fanatics in an arena yelling stuff. Some of it's effective, some of it's not. Some of it's meaningful, some of it's not. You chant yes, 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 Daniel Bryan gets a double main event at WrestleMania. You chant CM Punk, and waiting. Yeah, that's about the end of that. You do the hijack Raw after WrestleMania every year. It's becoming a thing. It's getting to be fun. WWE is rolling with it. You chant Brock Lesnar during the Divas Revolution match, you're kind of a dickbag. You chant Chris Benoit at Triple H before the Full Sail, or before the Barclays Center show started, and you are a dick that is asking to be removed. It's a sliding scale, and there's no real direct way to see where you are on the thing. What I have found interesting, though, with NXT is the NXT fans, they do that ECW, that ROH, that TNA thing where they chant for the brand itself. I can't remember if ever any fans chanting WWE. Now the people down in the comment section, they're a little bit more negative about the company right now. Oh, well, that's because they suck. But no, it just doesn't become a thing. WWE is so big that you have to choose sort of what within it you want to cheer for, whereas NXT is still it's great, but it's still a small enough thing that you can cheer for the company itself. I think back to Shawn Michaels Bret Hart ladder match at WrestleMania 10. Maybe? Correct me down in the box below, as you all do, as I know you will. I just remember, the one thing I remember from that match, and it's really, really weird, you see a bunch of Bret Hart signs, and you see a bunch of Shawn Michaels signs, but there's one sign that they always focused on, and there was a sign near the back that just said ladder match. They're not cheering for Bret, they're not cheering for Shawn. They are a fan of the match, and there's you know, you broaden that out. There's some people in the NXT arena, the NXT audience rather, that don't cheer for a specific person. They're just happy to see NXT, period. And usually I should have turned that down, shouldn't I? That's obviously a thing. It kind of threw me off guard though, because other than the stuff that's supposed to be negative, like chanting boring at Baron Corbin or chanting ratchet at Sasha Banks, which is almost a positive thing at this point, what threw me off was on last Wednesday when Triple H was running, I think it was Triple H, might have been, oh no, it was Triple H or William Regal. One of the two, one of the authority figures anyway, was running down the card for the upcoming pay-per-view on Saturday at the Barclays Center, and what you got was a very loud, very noticeable Brooklyn sucks chant, which I found really interesting, because at first I thought, okay, that's just childish and the fans are trying to get them over, but the more I thought about it, sorry, there's something on my glasses, and it's just really distracting, guys, so hold on 1 minute. I could edit this out, but, you know, I'm lazy, and we're just having a chat. At first I thought it was childish, but then I thought about it more and more, and it makes 100% sense. Full Sail, NXT Arena, the week-to-week shows, they have, as I've called before, as I said on the preview video, they have that impact zone feeling, which means it always looks the same. Potentially is always the same crowd, it's always in the same place, which for us as fans watching on TV means it doesn't have very much variety, but for the students and the faculty and whoever else around Full Sail, it gives them a stronger dedication, a stronger connection to those guys, because virtually they could go every week and watch the show. They have that at their disposal, and so all these stories, be it Vaudevillains versus Blake and Murphy, be it Finn Balor and Kevin Owens, be it Samoa Joe and Baron Corbin, they have sat there live in person potentially and watch these happen week to week right in their laps. And they are part of it. The NXT crowd is part of it. The Full Sail crowd is part of it. So they've been along for the whole ride, and then the climax is going to happen somewhere else. You know, it's kind of given them wrestling storytelling blue balls. So I can understand them from their point of view saying, you know, fuck you, Barclays Center, fuck you, Brooklyn, fuck you, New York, fuck you, rest of the world. This is our thing. NXT is ours. I can totally, the more I thought about it, the less childish it became. And yeah, it does kind of suck, if I'm completely honest with you. If I was in their position, I might, like, I wouldn't seriously hate Brooklyn, but I mean, you know, screw you, like, they're not saying literally that Brooklyn sucks. They're saying it sucks that all these stories have happened right in front of us and now Brooklyn gets to see the final results, but that doesn't make a very good chant, so it gets shortened down to Brooklyn sucks. Now, I thought that would be a one-off. I thought it was just a funny little thing that I could, you know, sit there, smirk at, and you know, I kind of get where they're coming from. Let's go on moving forward. But flip the coin. Now we're in the Barclays Center. Now we're in front of the Brooklyn audience, and they are chanting, Full Sail sucks. Because they are seeing that same issue from the other side of the coin. They are saying, well, why should you get all the shows? You know, you guys are you guys have no. Obviously they heard it on the Wednesday episode of NXT. First of all, so it's a bit of a retort. But if you're going to make a retort to that, why would you not say, "Hey, what makes you guys so special? Hey, why should you guys get this every week? Hey, you are one location in one city, in one state, in one country. Why should you get all the fun? Why should you have this all to yourself?" You know, the same as fans might say to the Impact Zone if people still gave a shit about TNA. You know, screw you. It's time for you to share. But, you know, at the same time, you know, it sucks that this is the first time this has happened on a big, you know, televised stage, and the rest of the time it's on a televised stage, it's always at Full Sail. Isn't a very appropriate chant. It doesn't roll off the tongue quite well, so it gets shortened to Full Sail sucks. Now, this might surprise a few people, or it might not if you've been watching this channel for a long time. I hope it continues. I hope everywhere they go that's not Full Sail, chants Full Sail sucks. I hope every time, and I hope that the fans at Full Sail keep it up. I hope they keep it up in turn. I hope they get mad. I hope they hold on to NXT. I hope they are that possessive with their brand and say, you know, when they're getting ready to go to the UK, I hope they chant UK sucks. When they get to the UK, I hope that the UK chants, you know, either Florida sucks or Full Sail sucks or USA sucks or whatever. I hope that keeps going on. And that might sound childish and it might just sound like I'm creating something for myself to laugh at, but it's really not. And I want you guys to understand why. I want you guys to understand why I think this is a great thing. You don't fight over things that aren't important. You don't fight over things that don't have value. You don't fight over things that are irrelevant. What it means is NXT has become so shiny and new, so exciting, such a great brand, such a key player in the wrestling world, that cities around the world are going to fight over it. And I hope that tells them something. I hope that encourages them to keep upping their game. I hope that encourages them to see what a commodity that they have. I would be surprised if the next time we go to the Staples Center, we're not going to get a Brooklyn Sucks chant because SummerSlam was at the Staples Center forever and then they finally put it somewhere else. We're not going to get that in the WWE because they know that the WWE is coming back. They know that they're a key demographic. Like Los Angeles Staples Center is a well-known arena, well-known stop for the WWE. They're not going to get that. This is something you're not going to get on the main roster. This is not something you're going to get in WWE because it's a constantly moving thing. So, but in NXT, you have this great thing where, you know, the students and residents of Full Sail or NXT Arena or whatever you want to call it can say that NXT is theirs. And you can have a very interesting dynamic between them trying to hold on to it for fun, and other places around the world trying to pull it away. I think that is great, and once again, not to be repetitive, I think it's cool to see that NXT has become such an amazing element that locations all over the States, and I think around the world, are going to fight over it. That is important, that is special, and I hope it keeps going on. Anyways, this isn't really a fan interaction thing. This is just me spitting a couple of ideas out there at you. If you want to become part of the conversation down in the box below, feel free to do so. I don't know if I'll do a Raw review tonight or not, just my Mondays have been hectic recently. Go back one video I just put out last night, a big thank you to you guys. 5 years for me on YouTube. That's fucking wonderful. Anyways, you guys are the best. I've been Spaz, your YWC Reality Check. Subscribe up there, talk down there, start a conversation. Keep all these conversations going, especially this one. Don't be a stranger. I'll talk to each and every last one of you later, but for right now, I'm tagging out. Bye, guys.